I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle, just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Louise.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Honestly, I'm not a big fan how they already revealed who the big bad was. Hello everybody, my name is Arlie aka Yami. Welcome to ReFantazio, the new offshoot of Shin Megami Tensei, from the same creators over at Atlas, who also have brought you one of the most popular series, Persona. I don't know anything about this game, I just know it's insanely popular and I'm curious what's gonna unfold in it. Only one way to find out. I've never touched this game, this is my first time opening it. For now, let's just see what this game has lying in wait for us, shall we? Alright, hopping into it. Just to show you, I've never played the game. No load save. I did play the game to like test out sound effects, but I never actually got into the game. I kind of just left it on the screen while I tested everything out, so if they still seem a little off, then it's just me still trying to figure out the new setup and stuff like that. Either way, let's start it.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight.
That's a little creepy.
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest?
Little
Pardon
bit.
my curiosity. But would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold. Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold.
That's kind of hilarious how they're wanting to break the fourth wall at the beginning of the game.
Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Fantasy limited to the confines of imagination. Would you call it powerless creation? That is a weird question that I don't know how to actually answer. Because I feel like creation is kind of coming and fleeting. But at the same time, if you just put your mind to it a little bit more, it could lead to... I'm just gonna...
A passing daydream. An idle creation of a distracted mind. That must be how you see it. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
Playing normal. My first time playing through it, I want to play on normal.
Looks like we're in the clear.
Ren?
The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them. Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories. To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving up. Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it! virtuous chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like us.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Interesting. Magic igniters, a tool that acts as a conduit for magic power. Without it, people cannot perform magic. To own or use one of them, one must obtain a permit from the kingdom by passing a test. With some exceptions, such as those serving in the state army, igniters can be costly depending on the power and specifications, and purchasing them is akin to buying land or housing. A gauntlet runner, often recalled as runners as shorthand, a general term for magic-powered semi-automatic vehicles designed for traversing the wasteland and either overcoming or circumventing local wildlife threats and magical phenomenon. Traveling the wilds on foot or even lightly armed carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long-distance trip a life-threatening risk. Culture. Sanctinism? Is that the religion of this game? A monotheistic religion devoted to the worship of one God, the Almighty. The religion of majority across the United Kingdoms. Its sanctors preach that uttering the prayer Causerie with one's whole heart will reach God, bringing salvation. It is the state religion, and the sanctist hierarchy is deeply intertwined with the kingdom's politics. Currently, the crown theocracy is at the heart of the kingdom's political affair. Oh boy. That's interesting, though. That Memorandum.
You hear all that stuff about Lord Louis saving us? Hey, you okay?
Gallica.
Still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission, or are you alright? What mission? I don't know what's going on.
What mission?
Whoa!
Come on! This is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives.
A talking main character? In an Atlas game? My god.
If we screw this up, there's no going back.
But what is the mission? Gallica. A fairy who accompanies traveling boy on his journey, doubling as his chaperone for his special mission. Her diminutive size excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allow her more proficiency than traveling boy when it comes to sensing magala also and knowing magic. Though she can become heated when her personal values are tested, she is a reassuring travel companion.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I think we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Use the movement. Hold R while... some actions...
Let's go. Stop!
Wait, I'm sensing something close. Don't move. Whoa!
Watch out!
Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. Face sight. You press LT to use face sight. This ability lets you see what Gallica's seeing. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown. Best prepare.
Okay.
Avoid the enemies and head for high ground. Just follow that cliff to your right.
Watch out!
So are these things like incredibly fucking...
Looks like they found us.
Interesting. Where am I going?
Stay vigilant. These ones aren't messing around.
So they're strong, and I don't want to fight them yet.
Look.
Huh. Wonder what would have happened if I did fight them.
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Whoa.
Right.
It's as though his music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's music is inspired.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
I'm glad how they have it like a canonical reason for music being in the game. That's hilarious.
Look.
Hey, look.
Over there.
That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Keep moving and try to stay out of sight. I think the Grand Cathedral is over there is big enough to use as a landmark. Probably.
Hurry!
Hyena? Fuck.
They found us. Get ready, everyone.
Did I just not have a way to fight yet? Is that part of the issue? I mean, I got a sword.
I don't like this.
Seeing danger close by.
They look...
Uh-oh, this is bad.
Not good! Run for it!
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Oh, great seer, bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of victory. Fuck!
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Parapus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry!
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even.
What exactly is an Elder? I don't know what an Elder is exactly.
The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside.
Please tell me I can know what an Elder is. Hold on. Okay, you're not gonna go into detail about that. Magic, a general term for a technique that consumes power to cause phenomena that bend the laws of nature. It is a wide range of application from modest use in daily life to destructive power in war. However, as magic igniters are required a state permit for ownership and use, they are required for people to be able to use magic, and many cannot wield magic. An unusual variety of magic that causes the listener to become aware of their state and mind through the voice of sound and music. As it is a modest form of magic with seemingly no utility on the battlefield, it is considered meaningless, trifling skill in society, and thus rarely used. Okay. The Kingdom of Irinoa, they said what it was. A union of allied kingdoms spans the Kingdom of this kingdom, the Principality of Oceania, and the Principality of Montero. This kingdom being the Surazin, with its king holding authority over all three kingdoms. The original King Hythlodaeus was this United Nations' first ruler and is often referred to as the Founder King. The continent is surrounded by fast-running currents, and ships only set anchor from the southern inland sea, where the otherwise swift currents are left violent. As a result, there have been few invasions from overseas, and the three countries have achieved long histories. The capital of the kingdom is the Grand Trad, the largest city in the kingdom. Located in the north central of this kingdom, the most widespread religion is Sanctinism, established as a state religion under the reign of the most recent monarch, King Hythlodaeus the Fifth. That's the nation's largest city capital of both the kingdom, this kingdom and the United Kingdom at large are also referred to as royal capital, being the home of the palace and seat of the royal bloodline, known for its solid ramparts, a site which has been emblematic of the city itself. However, when the massive regolith Grand Cathedral was built, the building grandeur became the symbol of the Grand Triad. Parapus tribe, a tribe recognizable by bestial ears and tails. There are many variations in their hairs and skin colors, including a cold-colored skin not seen in other tribes. They are physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving them a reputation for hedonism. For better or for worse, they are drawn to parties and festivities, and while happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, they can also be seen as reckless. Due to this stereotype, they are often looked down upon by other tribes, which prevent them from securing foothold in politics, despite being nearly as populous as the Rusinade and the Clamor tribes. The discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities. Damn.
Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Rusants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination. Shh,
careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
Whoa.
The king dead. His son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt his highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed his highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Got it. So our mission is to deliver a letter.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So?
Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. What to know in town? Press RB to check the local nav. If you're unsure what to do, try pressing Y. Gallica has good ideas, or so she thinks. Safe areas like towns, press up to save your progress.
Whatever will I do?
I want to save. Ah, yes, typical JRPG.
Let's go see.
All right then.
Am I supposed to just pretend to know which symbol means what? Oh, I see now. Okay. How Count Louis? Luxurious inn.
Whoa.
It sure looks like he's trying to attract people, attract deep pockets. I bet it's mostly Selimar and Ronog in there. Okay.
Here? You little bastard.
Imbecile of a driver. How long will this take? Can't help but notice we passed the recruitment center back there. I bet I could register for the army faster than this carriage can exit the city. So hurry it up before I put a bounty on your horse's head. Now, sir, please have patience with the royal funeral approaching. Full traffic is at an all-time high. And walk.
Here?
Keep your head down. They shouldn't be knowing I'm an Elda, whatever that is. Did we unlock anything new here? Whoa, okay. Oh, we can finally figure out what an Elda is. The 9th tribe, distant from the commonly known 8 tribes. They are condemned by the Satanist Church for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the church. Their population is so small that to even see one in public is rare. They face greater discrimination than any other tribe. In fact, many outside the main cities don't believe they exist. Clemar. The Clemar tribes are composed of... Wait. Each of the 8 tribes possess unique physical traits, making them recognizable at a glance, such as the Clamar's horn or the roost in its long ears. The Elder tribe, however, bear no such distinguishing feature and thus were regarded as inferior beings. Okay. The Clamar are composed of the largest population of all the allied kingdoms. Their most distinctive features are their horns, which go on both sides of their head. Clamars have a broad diversity of facial and body types, which essentially make them average. The Icronian royal family are Clamar, and members of this tribe hold a majority of important positions within the government, leading many Clamars to internalize the belief that their kingdom's the most preeminent tribe. Clamars value freedom and dislike illogical restraint. They enjoy cultivating discussion, but do not always consider the situation or appropriateness of doing so, which occasionally leads to conflict. However, some studies suggest that this disposition is what drives them to seek governmental positions and other important offices. Okay then. Rusinati tribe, one of the most populous tribes in the United Kingdom, second only to the Clemar. Long pointed ears are their most distinguished features. They often boast excellent physiques, which have given them superior martial prowess. Runeset women are stronger than most men of their tribe. Many inevitably work for the military and often hold key offices. They are considered as influential as the Clemar, and the two tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Many residents pride themselves on outperforming others in strength. While this could be perceived as a self-disciplined competitiveness, on the flip side, there are many with a belligerent temperament obsessed with proving superiority in any situation. The Prince of Urchronia. The son and heir to the throne of the kingdom of King Heliath V. More than 10 years ago, a mysterious attack in the royal palace left him afflicted with a deadly curse. This curse took a toll on his body, and though he bravely endured treatment, his recovery was interrupted several years later when he and his closest aides suddenly vanished from the castle without a trace. The king exhausted all possible means to find him, but was ultimately unsuccessful. He was formally declared deceased 3 years ago, and a royal funeral was held in his honor. Ooh. Huh.
Let's go see.
Magic association. Whoa, hold up.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power.
More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
Oh, I don't think I'll be here long.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Let's head there.
Of course it's a Clemar. Of course it's Louis. Okay, joined the army because I thought I'd look up to Lord Lewis, but now I get my arse handed to me if I so much as mention it. What's the state army going to do now? We won't find any decent recruits given the messy state of things currently.
You are?
Oh, recruitment place? Go down the street towards the cathedral and I'll be on the building on the left. You looking to enlist as a soldier? Not like there's other work for elders, I guess. Oh, you think you're better than some grind of Sunshade Road you crawled out of? You're in for a rude awakening, boy. Man. Okay. There's a lot going on in this game. Hold on. Mangala, a technical term for magical power that serves as the basis for magic. There are varying amounts of all things found in nature, including people, plants, and animals, because Mangala sometimes crystallizes in areas of high concentration. Some scholars theorize that Mangala may be physical particles too small to be seen with the naked eye. An ornate cane-like scepter passed down through the generations of the Ukrainian royal family, proof of their right to rule. Magical instrument of extraordinary capabilities, powerful enough to induce natural disasters, can only be wielded by the king. In the popularly termed royal magic, it commands to serve both as a pillar of the king's authority and a deterrent of war. Consequently, any king of Ukrainia must be well versed in magic, and the boon of royal lineage is not enough to ensure succession to the throne. Historically, there have been many cases where an offshoot member of a prince's family has become king when the bloodline's most direct hereditar was judged not to have enough aptitude to truly wield the royal scepter. Okay. Powerful magic passed through the generations of Ukrainian kings, invoked through unique magic igniter called the Royal Scepter. It has tremendous power and can bring about anything the king desires. There are several records of its use in the long history of the kingdom, be it for revolutionary or oppressive aims, but each is described as cataclysmic disaster. It continues to represent a strong deterrent power to the royal family in the kingdom. Intriguing.
What am I to do?
Nobody expects His Majesty's passing, and there's no heir either. The Sanctus Church had him wrapped around their finger. He was good as dead to begin with. My concern is how the annexed countries will react when they discover the royal bloodline is no more. I hope we can avoid a civil war. The royal funeral for His Majesty the King will be held at the Grand Cathedral. Naturally, His Eminence Forden will be in attendance as well. You may gather at the Grand Cathedral on the day of the event.
Grant me guidance.
Hey, mister.
Look, it's an Elda.
Elden rubbish.
Bro needs a hood.
Hey,
out, mate.
Royal Capital Grand Trad. Regolith Grand Cathedral. I was hoping we'd blend in with the crowd. No one would notice you're an Elda, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but for the sake of the mission, and on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should just be just up ahead. We already got new stuff. A center located in every city for people to apply and join the army. For those without families or means, volunteering is one of the quickest ways to earn money and social credibility. Recruitment is not always open, but concerns about public safety due to the sudden death of the king, as well as monster outbreaks in the area, has led to an unusually long recruitment period in the royal capital. Forden. Astavelum Forden, the 78th Sanifex of the Sanctus Church, the state religion of the unified kingdom. He holds the highest authority within Sanctinism, and as such is the leader of the crown theocracy. Despite hailing from the rogue tribe, rather than more common Clemar or Rostitine tribes, he enjoys a broad base of support. In the turmoil following the sudden death of the previous king, many view him as something as an interim king, given his position as the leader of the moderate faction. Huh.
What are you playing at?
Really now?
Recruitment center. If you want to enlist or something, it's just down the road. If that's the case. But an elder enlisting? Bloody hell! What would be next? Wouldn't it be such a sorry state if Louis was in power? Mouth on this guy. If we weren't focused on saving the prince, I'd give him peace of my mind. But let's just grin and bear. Damn. There it is right there. Do we want to look around a little bit more? Nah, we got a lot of lore going on. Let's go ahead and do this thing.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
Man, he was a lot nicer to me than...
I want to fight for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no? So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
I'm small, but quick.
Yes, I could see that. Always the cowards who run the fastest, eh? Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Jesus,
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next.
what a long line. I guess we got no choice but to wait our turn. Yeah. Anything new? No? Okay.
Whatever.
You're so young. Are you listening too? Well, not much choice if you don't have a money or job. Reef makes the world go around, as it were. If you want a magic igniter, join the queue. Cutting's only gonna get you chewed out.
Whoa.
You enlisting as well? The line starts behind me. Or if so, or was there something you needed? I take it you overheard my interview? Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. They say tribes don't matter in the army, but they'll probably never put me up front. They'll probably put me up front as a meat shield. Not that I could find any better work. Wish I could serve Count Louis. His army's built on merit, so even a parapist stands a chance.
Look at that.
There's sure lots of what's it officers. No time for gawking. Time to get in line.
What's the world coming to?
Blasted. I came to a list because I heard you might make a quick reeve here. But they really make you work alongside creepy Elda? A proprietist, I could deal with it, but Elder's so anonymous. Where'd you hear that? God's own scripture, that's where. Guess you can't expect an Elder to know shit. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy. Anything else? No? Alright. Join the queue. 23 degrees Celsius. I don't know how hot or cold
I
that
heard
is.
they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What did they call them? Something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. A waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force. Crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Roussant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in.
Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter. These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Royal Capital Vicinity.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger. And as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Nope, I'm asleep. Good night.
Haha, very funny. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Whoa.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me. I won't give up either. Trust me.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's see.
Sorry, just 1 second. Oh shit, I just looked down and I see Jace. Holy fuck, hey dude. You joined the chat, because my chat... I had stuff to look at. Okay, world map. You can view information about your surroundings in the world map using the movement keys, blah 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 blah.
This place here. Hold on.
Whoa. This place is huge.
Hey, don't forget.
Northern Border Fort. This is where our contact should be, so hopefully we find him quick.
Okay then.
All you do now is rest. We have a big day tomorrow.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination.
So do I have like a limited time to save the prince?
The Northern Border Fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
It's, hard to explain.
Some kind of fantasy novel, you said. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
I apologize for him.
See? Take a cue from your friend in the lesser tribe. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
That's my name.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, where was I? Right, as for you, fresh meat.
Someone, help!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen. Stay on guard. It's too...
He's unconscious.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
Sure.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The Guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear, fight with pride, and we'll all have medals this time tomorrow!
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go!
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
Fairy? I didn't see a fairy.
Are you really trying to play that card now? He just saw you talking to me, and I have a name, you know. If you're gonna call me anything, call me Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with you.
Comrade, ally, Stroll. Stroll's very fire trying to conceal his nobility has become your ally.
This is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out.
He's not going to be okay.
Okay?
Well, that's an unexpected turn of events, but don't lose sight of our mission, okay?
Here we go.
Alright, be careful. Our contact should be inside, and we just have to find him. You're running with such purpose. What was all that you were talking about? You said something about your ally? Oh, it's nothing. I was just worried about the soldiers inside. I see. Well, whatever the case, the situation concerns me too. Let's go inside. Let's see here. We got fire. Stroll doesn't have any magic that we can look at right now. Can't really save. Anything new here? Stroll. Leon Stroll, a young man of the Clamar tribe, met at the recruitment center in Grand Triad. A genial youth who values justice with a good head on his shoulders. He comes from a noble family and seems to have a complex circumstances that led him to enlist in the army. Typically a commoner profession, though new recruits grumble at being ordered to refer to each other by their surnames in order to prevent overfamiliarity. Stroll doesn't seem to mind. Magilla crystals, a crystallized cluster of magilla that forms naturally in places where high concentrations are left to fester. Those scholars have recently developed methods to create them artificially. The color of the crystals depend on the formation process and its impurities. High purity natural crystals are indispensable in producing high performance igniters. As a result, some value them higher than gems and precious metals. Areas where crystals are abundant are often claimed in the name of the crown as mining sites. However, people have whispered that Magilla crystals are dangerous to those who deal in them. Such statements are largely regarded as hearsay because there's little evidence to support it. But recently, even the state army has grown cautious with them as reports incidents are on the rise. The Northern Border Fort, a defensive fort in the northern edge of Icronian territory, also bordering the country of Oceania. To the west, Built before the kingdom's unification, this old stronghold has outlived its political and strategic relevance, and is most often used as a training ground for new soldiers. Fantasy novel. The book Yami carries with them is a memoir-style novel depicting a country with either magic nor a notion of tribes, where people are not discriminated by birth, quite literally a fantasy world. It was designed as a forbidden text by the It was designated as a forbidden text by the Santos Church 10 years prior, and most copies are thought to have been burned, making it hard to come by at present day. It's a well-bound book that would be unusual for a commoner to own. Something's really off about this church and I don't like it. It's not the religion itself, it's more of the factor of something is bugging me about it. What's happening in there? Whoa.
There it is. That's a human.
The fuck?
Stand your ground! Charging! Pursue! We have to help the survivors.
I am so confused at what's going on.
Damn it.
Damn, this is horrific. So many dead. Grius, I hope you're safe.
Hurry.
There's no time to waste. If we look, we may find some that still draw breath. Is there anyone alive out there? Answer me. No, none of them are breathing. Damn, we're too late. There might be others. Let's keep looking.
This is bad.
Get back, we got company. What's the deal with this one? It feels similar to that monster from earlier. It's smaller, but is that a human too? Looks like we're gonna have to fight it. Wait, if it's a human, do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can't just let it be. Trust me, I have this history with them.
What do you think?
Besides, our only hope right now is to join forces as strike as one. Wouldn't you agree? I'm glad you still got your wits with you. Wits about you. With you here, we might just be able to get through this.
Got it?
Look, we don't stand a chance against that thing if we attack it separately. We can only fight it if we work out our plan together.
Take care of it, please.
Understand the two of us working as one. I'll trust your judgment on the timing of attacks. Squad battles. Press Y to engage in a squad battle along your allies. You can press Y at any time, but if you use X to attack to stun enemies first, you'll start the battle with the advantage. Stay on the offensive by continually attacking with X to defeat the enemy's break gauge, eventually stunning them.
Things will be fine.
We can't get sloppy.
Not too many, but still, don't let your guard down.
In squad battles, press X to attack with your equipped weapon, press Y to use skills to consume MP. Performing an action will expend one turn icon as seen at the top of the screen. When all turn icons are consumed, the opponent's round begins.
Burn to us!
I wonder if there's one more in this thing too. Shit. I just see missing still causes. Ooh. MAG, I don't know.
That'll do it.
Ooh, we pulled through somehow. We're alive, and that's all I could ask. Let's press forward while we still can. Just be careful, there could be another human lurking.
We won't lose this fight. Let the battle begin. won't hold back! Fire! Last one!
Keep it up! Burn to earth!
Nice.
They chose the wrong opponent.
If I go through without getting hit,
Not bad at
I
all.
get bonuses.
That was the last of them.
Let's see. Where is he? He's still alive, right? Sure fucking hope so. Watch yourself, that thing's dangerous. Don't be fooled by the way it looks.
How's that? Let's give him a fight. I'll give it my all. Through here?
Squad battle with sun enemies. When engaging a squad battle against a sun enemy, one party member will perform an initial attack. In addition, enemy stun will...
Even easier than expected.
Intriguing.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
Well, I mean, it's revival medicine. Of course I would take it with me.
All right, put the.
We have the edge. This could be our chance.
We make the first move.
Still up?
The power of plus one! That'll do.
Great job, Stroll. Only one left.
Interesting.
Finish them off and we're clear.
Nice.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
So can I just like build my character however I desire? Just like in Shin Megami? Stuck. So like if I wanted to build a attack-based character or magic-based character, it just, I don't know. Probably overthinking it.
Wait.
Hold on.
Be careful.
There's another one. If it spots us, it's considered nasty. We have the element of surprise. We can catch it off guard if we strike now.
Okay.
Come on! This battle's ours. On top. Let's go. We'll win this.
Get in there. Finish them off.
Let's go. Burn! Through here?
Burn to earth!
Ooh.
The next one will fall just as easy.
I think that's all of them. Hey, you found something.
Ooh, I needed those. It's so annoying to run in like smaller areas like this.
Look.
All right. How's that? Let's give him a fight.
Let's settle this quick.
Get in there. Finish them off.
Not too bad.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Whew. That should do it.
So what's the deal with them being called humans? What is going on?
Oh.
He's still breathing, but he's badly wounded. And Elda, don't bloody touch me. I'm in a bad enough place. I'm in a bad enough spot without you making it worse. That monster showed up was your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck follows you people. Of course this is how it ends. Damn it all to that bloody hell. Don't let it get to you, you're not to blame. Yeah, no kidding.
Run.
You're so young, a fresh recruit. Get away from here now. That thing's just up ahead. There's still more soldiers left alive, right? We can't just leave and let them be. You're too late. That monster, we can't. Just run away. Stay away from that thing. It's not here either. Where could he have gone? What are you muttering about to yourself this whole time? What has you so concerned?
Damn it!
Ugh, damn Elda, I knew this fort was cursed. You're why that horror attacked. Calm down, it's not the fault. It's not his fault the human appeared. You must know that surely. But everyone said they all had families. Help me, Elda. I don't care anymore. I want to die.
Damn it.
I won.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful. Hold on.
Wait.
You
two. Perhaps you're searching for someone?
I get it now.
Thought as much. Now it makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason. Well, to tell you the truth.
What?
That cry. Is it the human from earlier?
Was that?
Sounded like it came from the top of the tower. Maybe there are still soldiers fighting it here. We'll handle our personal matters later. Rescuing any survivors takes precedence to the top of the tower.
Let's hurry.
Here we go.
Here they come.
Let's do this. The next one will fall just as easy. I'll strive for greater heights.
Yeah, it's looking like I could build my character however I wish. So if I want to build a magic character, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to be a magic character. I'll still put some points into strength, but I think I'm going to be a magic character. Broken Igniter? Okay, just sellable item. That's fine. I don't mind sellable items.
Come on! We have the edge.
Let's settle this quick.
Burn to up tougher than I thought.
Burn, baby, burn.
I won't hold back. Fire!
Not too bad.
Even easier than expected.
I think that's all of them.
Alright. Oh, that thing's dead.
Let's give him a fight. I'll give him my order.
Get ready.
Let's go. Burn! Stay sharp. It's not bad. The power of fire!
Not too bad.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
We made short work of them.
Is there a reason to destroy all these barrels, or are they just...
Hey, we found something.
Honestly though, her like little helmet's really cute. Fuck. Oh, go down here.
We have the edge. This could be our chance.
We make the first move.
won't hold back.
There.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
Be careful. There's more of them.
Come on! This battle's ours. I'll give it my all.
Still up?
Ooh. Critical hit.
The next one will fall just as easy.
I think that's all of them.
Alright, how's that?
Okay,
Let's give this all we've got. Settle this quick. Let's go. Fire! One left.
Down.
Okay.
We've got
Burn
nothing
to
to
us.
Nice.
They chose the wrong opponent.
Let's give him a fight.
Where did I just...
Still here?
I didn't even know that thing was back there.
I'm getting used to it.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
Magala pill? What's that? Oh, MP recovery. Okay. Roof is just up ahead. Might I have a moment? If I'm honest, I have my doubts that there could be survivals. Facing that monster together may not even save everyone at this point. But I'm going to do it anyways. It's the noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do it if this is possibly for nothing? Cause there's a chance that if there's even one survivor, then I'll not be the noble who runs away. Not this time. I can never live with myself. This time.
Hey.
And you plan on forging ahead despite the risk? I take it that you refuse to die until you found whoever it is you're searching for.
That's true, but...
I can't just leave you to die up there. Ha, I'm touched. Even in a situation like this, you worry more for others than yourself. If I run now, I'll never deliver the message and the prince will die. We have no choice but to press on.
I'm heading out.
Well then, lend me your strength.
What do you think?
This feeling, I knew it. It's that human from earlier up there. What should we do?
You're right.
No, I can't save it.
Ready?
There's nothing I can do. Let's go.
Yep.
Try not to do anything rash. Okay, here we go.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
It's horrible. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
We can't let it get away with this. We have to hold it off somehow.
Peril.
Damned humans. It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
No, the mission depends on our survival. Oh god.
Vile monster.
You're mine. The power of fire.
We're doing nothing to this thing.
What's going on? It didn't even flinch.
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this. I won't hold back. Ah!
This is a scripted loss, isn't it?
How is it this strong?
What more can I do? Prince is my best friend. I need to save him. I can't die in a place like this. And yet...
I'll distract it. You two, run!
But...
Above all else, I am a noble. And a noble defends his people. No matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live. Don't be a fool. Just run for it.
Oh, fate subtle child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
Whoa. Did we just mix Persona in with this?
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back. Scour! All right, that did the trick.
My own power doesn't even compare. What's more is that I can use magic despite the lack of an igniter.
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
Attacking weak points. Certain enemies are weak to certain affinities. After you hit one of those, the words becoming weak will be displayed. Hitting an opponent's weakness or sorcering will only decrease the turn icon by half.
Looks like it mainly attacks with the head wings and blade feet. We could target those. That's it! Stay on it! Seeker! Wind! You hit their weakness!
The freedom of I won't hold back!
Scour! Alright, how's that? We've got to hit the other spots too! Wait, what? It's healing? Nice dodge! Not like they could get you with that! It's eating its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough! It's just gonna fix itself up no matter what we do! Pig! I can't believe it's eating from its own body! Can you knock those apples off?
I did not. Buttons are all messed up.
Let's go! Wind!
If we don't take out those apple things, I think we'll regret it.
I'm working on it.
Maybe there's something I can do. Hey, can you let me handle this? Understood. Leave it to me. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Vitus power! Scour!
You hit their weakness.
Let's take Seeker! Wind! Come on! Let's go! Scour!
Nice dodge! Not like they could get you with that!
Seeker!
Man.
I won't hold back! Wind! Let's go! Scour! It's still up?
Not for much longer.
Wind!
Got him.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
True power is born of the heart, a wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used?
How am I
Your
supposed to-
heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy! Look, that Stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice... Grius! Oh, thank goodness, you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside. The one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about. The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
Through the mirror lies the prince, deep in slumber in the hidden village.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, you're just gonna crown a new king.
who's Luis?
Is that a real question? About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands. And you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Quest start. Operation Save the Prince from Death's curse. Save the prince from his curse and defeat Luis Guillaburn, the treasonous fiend who not only attacked the prince. Deadline unknown. Fuck, there is a deadline.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
Ooh. Grius, the battle-hardened veteran, has become your ally.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
Human, unknown monsters with bizarre forms unlike any natural beast. Their bodies hold immense powers of volatile magala, and they rampage through their surroundings indiscriminately. Despite their berserk nature marking the little signs of intelligence, they can wield advanced magic beyond the grasp of all sentient beings. Many aspects of their biology and ecology remain a total mystery. Given their unnatural physical resilience, large specimens can wipe out entire armies. Although there have been sightings of humans since Antiquity, actual encounters are incredibly rare, and they have long been dismissed from being any real threat. However, recent years have seen them appearing with more rapid frequency across the Crown's lands, which has made on people easy. Renaissance vessels. When an archetype's power causes a transformation, the first stage is that of the heart becoming a metallic object of unknown origin. To activate the power, the wielder must announce their determination and their hopes for it to be newly made into their newly made heart, which urges the body to awaken. This outcry is akin to the battle cries of heroes past, who were known to call upon archetypes in the face of danger. It could be said that the transformation makes the wielder an ideal vision of themselves. The lingering malevolent magic sustained by the prince during his assault 12 years ago. At the time of the incident, the great minds from all over the country attempted to break the curse, yet none were successful. Those who could see the flow of Magala say it resembles poisonous briar vines entwined around the sleeping prince. A mysterious-looking glass tinged with magic, entrusted to Galicia by the Resistance for her secret mission. This pair of identical mirrors reflect the views of the other, no matter how the distance separating them. Galicia possesses one half of the pair, while the other remains by the prince, allowing her to check on the condition at any time. Originally owned by the prince, it is a small item that is impossible to make contemporary technology. Some believe it may in fact be a divine relic. A hidden village whose name and location are kept secret from the world. The prince, afflicted by a curse, is being sheltered and receiving treatment here. This is where Yami and Galicia were issued their mission. An assassination on the prince 12 years ago. An assailant infiltrated the palace to attack the prince as he was sleeping, catching the royal guards by surprise with their sudden appearance within the secured grounds. Though these loyal guards gave a panicked chase, they ultimately made a casuistic blunder. Not only did they allow the prince to be harmed, they failed to capture the assailants or even ascertain their identities. The assailant who made the direct contact with the prince was a mage who fled the palace after casting a high-level curse. Thanks to the effort of the royal healers, the prince avoided an untimely demise, but they were unable to free him from this affliction. According to royal guards who fought the band of assassins, the only clue regarding the identity of the mage is that they were patently not an adult. This assailant was able to arrange a sneak attack within the palace, had a masterful command of high-level curse magic, and the appearance of a child. By all accounts, the only person who matches this criteria was Louis, who was afterwards strongly condemned by all in the palace. However, no evidence can be found, and justice is still yet to be served. Grius, Avid Grius, a veteran rogue warrior and resistance member alongside Yami and Galicia. He infiltrated the ranks of the army and has been working as a covert operative. Galicia was entrusted delivering secret orders to him. Louis Gulliburn, a Clemar royal officer and of great renown, who managed to become nobility at an exceptionally young age. He possesses extraordinary skills as both a warrior and an archmage, but even more highly rewarded are his capabilities and military strategies, for which his superior insight and grasp of psychology set him apart. His faculties as a young soldier were so shrewd that his own allies came to grow wary of him, calling him a monster in the making. His prizes rationality above else, strictly adhering to a policy of appointing officers by their capabilities alone, without regard for tribe or origin. As a result, senior officials accuse him of trying to undermine tradition. However, he now wields an influence far beyond atypical officers, and many believe he will be the youngest ranking person to ever be appointed the Army's highest ranking position of a general. A general term for those who have good command over magic. Formerly, it refers to those who have achieved a national qualification to professionally use magic. However, many commoners have difficulty discerning those who are formally qualified. This catch-all term rose to prominence. There are several tiers to mage certification, with the majority being low-tier artisans, engineers, soldiers, which limit the type of uses of magic. However, some professions have fewer restrictions, such as magic professors and healers. The higher the tier of certification, the more difficult it is to attain. Few in the kingdom have the highest tier, and no bearer alone can influence nations. Intriguing.
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favor behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him?
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
A fire should keep the dangerous stuff away, I hope. Chase support. Hero passes. Makes the support attack from your comrades happen more easily in the overworld combat. Or I'll guess, do I not actually get to control them? How do I look at the Seeker guy? We went way too long to save. What was that power in you? I wonder. Grace seems to know something about it. Well, hey. I say use it or lose it. That takes care of the rest. I want to talk to more.
Oh.
Never in my life have I witnessed anything like that power you use. Tell me, is it some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in the commotion besides. Incredible. If only I had that kind of power back then. Apologies, I was just thinking aloud. Today has been a trying day for both of us. Let's get some rest. You've done a fine job delivering that message, lad. It's finally time for us to act for His Highness. Ah, you wanted to know about that power, don't you? I had a question of my own, but you seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you? Nothing but a mercenary, and yet His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness the Prince's tutor in swordplay. The night of the attack, I was there.
I see.
Truly, that's incredible.
Got it?
It's getting late. We'll talk details tomorrow. Fine.
Can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
I'm not all that tired.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I wanted to tell you, though. When a human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
It's not your fault.
You say that, but look, I can't fight with you. But as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading. If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames. But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Whoa. Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one.
They really like Blue in these games, don't they?
Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power of awakened. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magna within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art. Now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Persona.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
No.
Okay.
The bargain is struck then.
I can't hear a voice from somewhere.
The scholar in search of utopia. More. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
We really are fucking playing a different persona type, aren't we? Oh my god. We're going full into fucking persona territory here, aren't we? I thought this was just gonna be Shin Megami, but it seems like that they kind of mixed the two together. Technically, they're part of the same-ish universe, but you guys get my point. There was like multiple differences between both games, and now they seem to have combined them together into one. Whoa. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the Seeker from More. More is the first follower of your followers, people that support your quests as steadfast allies you can go closer to. Strengthening your bonds with your followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. More is just the first of many, so keep an eye out.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
What?
Already then? From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget. One wrong move, and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Will you relax,
yes,
Prius?
I get it. Just trust me, all right?
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
This place.
They're called the Nord Mines, apparently. Going through them would put us near the capital, it seems.
That being the case,
this road should take us to the Grand Trad.
All right.
We'll check out for a way around. The next stop, Grand Trad.
This place here.
This place is fucking huge. I hope those are just pictures that they put down there to kind of just fill up the page. Alright. The Nord Mines are full of complex paths. We can go through them to approach the capital.
Don't let your guard down.
We'll be going through the Nord Mines. Are you ready?
Don't let your guard good.
We should hurry. Our focus is on making it to the royal capital.
The Nord Mines, located northwest of Grand Trad. It is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
mine entrance should just be up ahead. Don't stray off the path.
Huh? What happened?
You okay? Did your wounds reopen? No, I'm fine. It's just... Can't help but feel like we're being watched. That's deep in the wilderness, though. No? Could be. Sorry, I'm just on edge.
Don't let your guard down.
Looking for an opening to escape? Don't forget, I have my eye on you.
Look at that!
Hey, look, up in the air. Large bird known as a corvo. It stalks its prey from the sky, then goes in for an ambush. Ugh, what now? We needed another addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait it out? No, we need to keep moving. Besides, we're already low on time as it is. Let me guess, you can move much faster if I died back there and you didn't need to keep an eye on me? Come on, I have a little faith.
Let's go.
Should I? If you're truly worthy, then demonstrate it. We need to move, so don't fall behind.
Forward.
The mine's entrance should be up ahead. We're not alone, though. Archetypes, a mysterious power that Yami has awakening to. Shining Mangala engulfs the entire body, transforming it into a giant figure reminiscent of a hero. It seems to be some sort of magic, but clearly not the same kind igniters issued by the army. Everything about it deviates from what's commonly known of magic. Academia, a mysterious room described by Moore as a hall of wisdom, reminiscent of a researcher's study. The chamber is filled with all sorts of manners of objects rarely seen elsewhere, from books containing secret knowledge regarding archetypes to forbidden texts and tools which accurately map the movements of the stars, among countless others. A mine dug into the hills of the northwest of Cronia. Due to the abundance of high-quality Magala crystals, mining efforts have long been run under the king's direct authority. However, some sort of catastrophic accident took place there several years ago, costing many lives, and the mine was temporarily closed until the incident could be removed. However, the mines remain shuttered even now. They're generally thought of as abandoned. Nevertheless, as ample Magala veins still remain and the mine's interest was never sealed off, the past years have become a reliable influx of daredevils who came seeking instant fortune in the mine's remaining prizes, which has led to its own associated problems. An enigmatic young man imprisoned in a peculiar study called Academia. He first contacted Yami during a particular trying movement by somehow linking their consciousness. Though he is undoubtedly an ally, many mysteries surround him, such as his knowledge that igniters are not essential to magnets or his profound expertise on archetypes. Alright. Gloomus. Hold on, there are some wild dogs over there. Hondos, the beasts hunt in packs. Should they come at us together, we'll be overwhelmed if we're not careful. We can't give them the chance to surround us. We'll need to find a different path for now. Why do you hesitate, lad? It's just a pack of wild dogs. Barely worth the moment's worry for someone such as you. Really? Still don't get it, so be it. Seems you have an impromptu lesson on the basics of combat. Pay attention as the subject for its few mistakes. First, take a look at your foes. Consider this your first meeting, or are you already familiar with them?
Got it?
Once you've assessed their strength, prepare for your next move. If they're stronger, approach with confidence. If they're weak, cut them down quickly. Now size up that hundo. What do you make of it? Indeed, you slipped that script at the fort, so this should hardly be a challenge. Use face sight to identify an enemy's strength via their color. Low-level enemies glow blue, enemies at the same level glow yellow, and higher-level enemies glow red. Unknown enemies will appear white. While you have leveled up to a point where you think you could overpower certain enemies, you could simply approach the enemy to see if their color has changed. When engaging a weaker foe, simply do what must be done, put them to the sword. Weaker enemies can be defeated quickly with a simple attack. In addition, being attacked on the field by a weaker enemy will not force you into a squad battle, though the protagonist will still take damage. If you press RB when a cursor is over an enemy, you'll lock onto that enemy.
Alright.
Understood? Now try it for yourself.
Alright, how's that? Our usual tactics should work.
Let's don't be careless. Here I go.
Retrying a battle. Restart from the beginning by pressing L. Pressing RT to assist will automatically move the cursor to an enemy who has a weakness to a skill.
Let's go. Wind. Stay sharp.
Take this, Lord. Finish the job. Still straggler.
Everyone, be careful.
I will fight with. I won't hold back. Scour.
Only two
Let's stay
enemies
calm.
left. Stay sharp.
Seeker. Wind. Just one left.
Keep it up.
Not too bad.
Even easier than expected.
Whew. That should do it.
I gotta remember to use
Everything's
this.
pretty standard.
Hold on.
That's right. I got one more rule for you to keep in mind.
Got it?
Never drop your guard, even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you even let up for a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Press Y to initiate a squad battle against an enemy in the field. If you use Y to initiate a squad battle on an enemy after depleting its break gauge with X attacks, the battle starts with a great advantage in your favor. However, if you're attacked by a stronger enemy, then you'll be forced into a battle where the enemy is at advantage. Survey the situation and use different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to try any tactical that. Evaluate your enemies, then stun them first, and do the squad fight. Phase sight will determine your battle approach.
I'm counting on you.
There's no replacement for first-hand experience. Get comfortable with fighting before we reach Grand Triad. I need to be sure
That being the case,
these sorts of monsters as your enemies. You do good practice fighting your enemy.
Let's do this.
Right. Let's do this.
Seeker. Scour.
Still standing.
Escape triumph.
That was the last of them.
Okay, what's this way?
Come on. Our usual tactics should work.
Let's do this. Take this.
Wind.
Nice.
That settles that.
Assuming by how Steaker has a different experience level, I'm assuming I can get more of these guys eventually. Fairy Saber. Why does Galactica need a...
We're not alone. Keep an eye out.
Oh!
I don't think we can avoid a fight here. We're not alone. Keep an eye out.
Here we go.
Right. Let's do this.
I won't hold back. Scour. Last one.
They're down.
Keep it up.
I knew you had this.
Still straggling.
Great. Reinforcements. Only
I
two
will fight
enemies
with
left.
pride.
Stay sharp.
Take this on your knee.
I did not want to just normally attack. There goes my unscathed bonus because I was down and hit the wrong button. That's fine.
Let's hurry on. Okay. I feel stronger.
Endurance up.
Let's push through.
Hey, great job.
Intriguing.
All right. How's that? This battle's ours. Let's go.
I'll go for the kill.
Tougher than I thought.
I think it's stunned. Jesus Christ. I gotta get better than
Hold on. Let's go.
Not too bad.
I chose the wrong opponent.
That was the last of them.
Hello there.
What is it?
Haven't you seen a lot around these parts before? You wouldn't happen to be bandits. What are you talking about? Now that I get better at you, I say you aren't bandit material. I'm just on edge. I know it's funny to think so. In a deserted place like this, I can't. But I feel like I'm being followed. What are you doing in such a remote place? Whoa, I'm not your enemy, friend. I'm just a peddler. I have a regular nearby, so I came for business, but the beasts are real bloodthirsty today, so I assumed a human appeared. For instance, have you heard about the humans who appear out of nowhere and wipes out entire towns? Terrifying, no? My apologies, didn't mean to sound out of the mood, but hey, would you be interested in buying something?
Now then.
So all that stuff. That should be fine. Let's go ahead and make that an even 10. My trade, you'll hear a lot of gossip, getting more feral by the day. Okay. Oh, have you found something worth selling? I can give you a good price. Plenty of stuff in this wood, lots of rubbish. I'll stay put until the beast settle down.
We have the edge.
Go straight.
Come forth, royal soul. Just one left.
Keep it up. Hell bite.
Down and out.
The next one will fall just as easy.
Hopefully that's the last of them for a while.
Oh, you know damn well it's not.
Our usual tactics should work.
We're here to stop you!
By this power, scour! Stay sharp!
Take this!
Not done
The
yet.
freedom of a wanderer. Seeker!
Some battles are hard work.
Looks like we're safe for now.
On your guard!
Amazing! Great moves back there.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
Everyone all right?
Ooh, Seeker went up. Oh yeah, it was just past here, we're close.
Alright, how's that? We can't get sloppy. Right.
God damn, that thing caught me off guard.
I won't hold back.
Take this! Still standing.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Looks like it's not Stay alert.
Okay, let's get this all we've got. Let's go. Wind! Let's finish this!
Keep it up! We've got nothing to worry about.
Let's stay calm.
Always comes through.
I meant to fucking hit one.
Finish them off.
Oh, my buttons are all.
Let's catch our breath.
We made short work of them.
Push through! Good. This battle's ours. We end this quickly! The next one will fall just as easy.
Whew. That should do it.
Yeah. Alright, moving on.
Hold on.
The air here is suddenly grown tense.
Got a moment?
Hey, what's going on? We've been surrounded. Even out here, it would seem that the monsters are at least of our concerns. I know you can hear me. Show yourself, or would you rather me come to you? Damn, awfully sharp for an old goat, aren't you? You bastards have lived long enough. Kill him quick.
It appears we must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver. Wind!
What is that? Never seen anything like it.
That's not an igniter.
Take this. Got no mercy for you.
So why are these guys attacking us all of a sudden?
Shite.
Press B to guard, which concerns one icon. Guarding greatly decreases the damage your character takes and preventing weaknesses from being exploited.
What's that? I think something's coming. Watch out!
Let's do this. Damn you. Blast.
During squad battles, your formation will affect the party members and deliver and receive depending on their position. Those in the front rows deal more damage with melee attacks. Less damage will take less damage from enemies. During battle, you can choose formation by pressing the keys assigned and
Falling back. Let's go. Scour.
Take this. It's our turn now. Hold still. Here they come.
Charging in. I'll get some distance. By this power. Through here.
Still standing.
this is a good thing I'm kind of making him more of a magic character, aren't I? These soldiers from the fort, they survived? No, it couldn't be. They're simply deserters, aren't they?
No.
That's not what I'm asking. How could they have already mobilized a pursuit? I don't know, but I think it's safe to say that I'm the least of your worries at this point. In any case, we should probably keep moving. Let's go.
Alright.
Here we are. Looks so creepy. I guess you did say it was abandoned. Aye, the crowd theocracy order it, so I haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear miners risking it all to come to this place, seeking riches left behind. I'll happily trade some illegal miners for the armed detachment of the soldier pursuing us. Shall we hurry inside? Not wrong there. Make preparations if you must, but be quick about it.
So,
save here? I can't save.
What is it?
Just passing through.
These come highly recommended. Now then.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
We don't need any of that stuff. We're gonna save again real quick. Alright, I'm gonna call this episode here. I feel like I have to. Thank you all so much for watching. This is gonna be the new series. I decided not to do BioShock Infinite DLCs. For now, I might come back and do it eventually, but we'll see. For now though, I wanted to test out the new setup. I think it worked out pretty well. Volume's coming through okay from the test recordings I did. No matter the case, I think we're good to keep this going for now. I've been Arlie. I'll see you guys in the